our first standard 2022 deck list. For people that aren't familiar with what I mean by standard 2022, is there is a queue in the client now where you can play 4-set standard or standard 2022 that is Zendikar through D&D without any Eldraine, Ikoria, or any of the bullshit that's rotating in the fall. The Hoaglandia Open this weekend, Sunday the 11th, will be standard 2022. So if you want to see how the format plays out without any of those cards, we'll be doing coverage all day on Sunday. We're also going to be streaming it, the best of one queue all day today and tomorrow. So our first deck here, Book of Exalted Deeds. You can pay 3 and exile the book to put an enlightened counter on target angel. It gains you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Faceless Haven is all creature types. So the kind of lock that we get set up here is Book of Exalted Deeds, put a counter on Faceless Haven, and then never ever activate the Faceless Haven again to lock your opponent out of winning the game unless they can interact with your land, which there's a good chance they can't once you leave it a creature. This card also has the text where if you gain 3 or more life, it makes angel tokens. So we've got things like Adult Gold Dragon, Lorehold Command, and Revitalize to gain a little bit of life. Youthful Valkyrie is just like a decent 2-drop that triggers when we put some angels into play. And then Search for Glory not only gains us life for Book of Exalted Deeds, but it also finds both of our combo pieces. So this can search up legendary cards, and it can find snow cards for Faceless Haven. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. So we're looking to basically just play a fair mid-range deck here that also has this kind of lock you out combo backup plan. So the ladder queue is only best of one for this format. So we'll be playing best of one. That being said, I think some of the issues that Magic has as a best of one game, not all of them, but some of them, are mitigated in a lower power level format. And this standard 2022 format is easily the lowest powered format we've had in a very, very long time. Well, give it a try. Koran, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. This game board is gas. Vex4, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. Youthful Valkyrie doing exactly what we wanted it to do and being a blocker. The add-on broken for it should be updated at some point today. However, Magic the Gathering Arena doesn't understand the value of working with their third-party developers, so the untapped people can't get a patch in for their thing until well, let me get it loaded. Maybe there is it. Maybe it's working. I forgot it doesn't load by default because Twitch is shitty. Okay, so Alpine Meadow tapped here. And then honestly, we're probably... Well, do I even need to save this? Because Adult Gold Dragon's going to trigger this, right? They've got the Eye of Vinka and the book here already. Okay. Classic good versus evil to start the day. Yep. Yes, Duck Doolittle. I would. So do we just, like, Helix them, sack a land, draw 2? Dap, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And then this gained us life, so this is going to make an angel here.
I will get it.
Oh, fuck. These have reach. I guess that's fine. Is it, though? Huh? I guess I have to trade her in. I definitely forgot they have reach, but that might still be the right play, even if I know they have reach. Yeah, we get an angel because we shipped. They have another queen, we could be in trouble. We get to see what the dungeon looks like. No exclamation point and no space in between sheer and the Mount Duck. So I can mouse over here to see where they're at with their dungeon. Hey, thanks for the biddies, Duck Doolittle. Can you do me a favor, Duck? If you're in the subs Discord, can you DM me a reminder that what those bits were for, since you didn't put it in the message? That way I don't forget after the stream. I appreciate it, and thanks for the support. Hey, thanks for the 15 months, dog. Only 2 more months. 2.5, but yeah, close. I think I heard that Insight Esports is planning to run some standard 2022 tournaments as well. So perhaps we'll play in some of those. If this best of 1 queue for this format is good, it will probably be the primary focus of my content for the short term. We'll still do a little bit of historic, but as long as historic is a blue dominated format, I'm just not enjoying it. And if this is fun, I'd love to play a little bit lower power level. Play the Professor of Symbology here and learn a little bit. don't even actually know which of these we want. The Prophecy for now. Come eat pizza. Thanks for the 31 months. Welcome back. Yeah, we could loot, but like, I'd rather just get this than loot, right? No, so the fall sets are actually 2 sets. We're gonna get the first one at the end of September, and then we'll get the second one in November. It'll be 2 separate releases. Loyal Warhound's gonna grab us a plains, play another land, and suddenly we're on the play. They called our creatures weak, and then they crushed us, chat. It's rude. Alright, this finds the Frost Titan too, which is sweet. Good clean deck building right there. We might get to set the lockup here. Yep, opponent did not realize what we were setting up here. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. And now Faceless Haven will never be activated again. I believe Field of Ruin rotated. It doesn't matter who has more cards in library, chat. I can't lose the game. We can't time out. There's no individual game timers in Best of One. There's just a rope. I could literally walk away from my computer. I could put one of those birds at my computer that just presses the enter button over and over and over again, and it would win the game from here. It has ropes, but it doesn't have individual timers. So how does the game end? Well, we deck our opponent. If my opponent doesn't want to concede, they lose when they deck. That's cool. What are we gonna do when we hit the mirror? We should play some land destruction for the mirror. Oh, that's true. I could just set up second Faceless Haven. But then I'd stop making angels, right? We're so close to dying, yep. Okay, my turn. Yeah, they just didn't realize how it was gonna work. They hadn't gotten us to 0 yet. They just didn't know. Trust but verify. Sure. Warhound on the play is a little bit sad, but Harold! Harold! What's going on, Incapacity? Thanks for the re-up in that Prime. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, there be dragons! And I think with the 5th land drawn, we just play this out as a blocker. Oh. Yikes. I forgot this adds 3 mana. It's a lot of mana. So we're dead on board. Yeah, we're dead if we just jam book. We need to interact with the board here. Probably just kill War Master, right? Or is it kill Tactician? It's probably just kill Tactician, right? Make a 3/2. There's still 2 lands off of activating this without Tactician. Yeah, but, like, I just need to, like, survive, right? I just need to, like, live for this to get to do the thing with the Faceless Haven. Which we might not be able to. Does not give trample. So I can play book, play Warhound, and then we're not dead on board? Or am I because of this? Yeah, we are because of that, right? Actually. Yep. Yeah. Opponent's build looks sweet. One of the things to note, people talking about how this deck's difficult to interact with, it looks like. If you can interact with artifacts, I need 9 mana to play book, activate book, and activate Faceless Haven in the same turn. So while you technically need land destruction to interact with me after we get set up, it's a little bit expensive to get set up, and you have a window to interact with the artifact beforehand. What's going on, Nixabet? Thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. Yes, and you can kill the Faceless Haven with instant speed removal the turn I go to get set up. There's a lot of counterplay here. Probably can't block next turn anyways, it's just attack. Hey, Solace Dead, thanks for the follow, welcome to the channel. Man, they're about to pump up a lot of damage here, huh? Holy crap. Holy shit. Well, that was turn 3? That was a crazy turn 3. We'll grab Faceless Haven here. We gain 3, so this triggers. And then next turn we'll have Adult Gold Dragon to give lifelink. I think we're dead. I mean, dead instant or sorcery. Yeah. Sick. Yeah, that was strong. That was like a turn 4 kill through some life gain and some blockers, right? What's going on, Ruffle Minis? Thanks for the follow. Good morning, good morning. I said lower power level, not low power level. Okay. So I don't currently have a way in sight to gain 3 life, but I think we still just drop this. Wonder if they're playing Field of the Cat to pump their stuff up. Yep. I think I'm actually gonna rummage here because I'd like to draw Revitalize. So next turn, we'll be able to go Lorehold Command, bolt something, make a 3/2. This will make a 3/3, and then we'll be able to get set up to combo them the following turn. The person that said they might add Frostbites. Frostbite's definitely a card I would play in my sideboard. It is not a card I think belongs in my deck at the moment, though. So are we done here? There are some really terrible land destruction cards that are legal, but there aren't any good ones. This card makes our friends indestructible. Honestly, don't even need the lockout here, right? Just like the angel production from this is good enough. It is insurance, but honestly, like, you know, it's just like showing that like our deck seems cohesive outside of that, right? It's like we have a deck that's capable of doing things even when all the other stuff doesn't come together. Oh, Fraga, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. And that's really what I'm looking for. Like, we know when we get our deck set up, what we're doing should be good a lot of the time. The question is, what does our deck look like when we're not doing that? Probably finds Professor of Symbology finds us a Lay the Land to get our third land going guaranteed. We technically have the combo rolled up if we can find the right colors of mana. I mean, like, elitist Magic players like to shit on Best of One a lot because they're stupid and elitist, but, like, there's a reason why, like, you know, CGB is the largest Magic content creator in terms of watch time that exists, and he's Best of One focused. Like, there is a huge audience for Best of One content. More people on Arena play Best of One than anything else. Archer's Elbow, thanks for the follow. Good morning. Got a creature land here. CGB is Covert Go Blue. He's co-commentated some of the opens with me in the past. My co-commentator this weekend is Ali Andrazi. You might know him from Twitch, Ali Eldrazi. He's also a player that works with CoolStuffInc.com. I put it, will not be caught by a trap, chip. Best of One's the fastest way to complete damage. Best of One's just the fastest way to play Magic, right? And a lot of people want to just play games quickly, and there's nothing wrong with that. People often talk about barriers to entry when it comes to cost, but Best of One is a lower barrier to entry with play skill as well, because sideboarding is easily one of the most skill-intensive, difficult parts of Magic, and being able to learn the basics of Magic without having to worry about the sideboarding aspect has a lot of value as well. You know, honestly, I think our Symbology Professor here is just going to go grab the 7-mana one, right? We're just going to go grab the Exhibition. Just try and win this the fair way. Another solid game here where it's looking like we're going to get to put things together with just a decent aggressive beatdown. Yeah, people saying decks only need 60 cards. My deck is very clearly 67 cards. Thank you very much. It's been good so far, Lucas. Gameplay's been fun and varied. Our deck's gotten to both combo people and have some scrappy mid-range wins. Which is nice. You love to see it. Remember, if you find yourself playing Standard 2022 and you want to play in a tournament this weekend or just watch a tournament all day Sunday, the next Oaklandia Open will be taking place on July 11th, featuring best of 3 Standard 2022. I expect to get to Blue-Black Witch today. I don't know. How's many packs it take for a full set of AFR? So it depends on what you mean by a full set. If by a full set you mean 4 of actually every card, including mythics, then it's a lot of packs. If you mean play sets of just rares, commons, and uncommons, and most of the playable mythics, then it's a lot less. I'm gonna hold on to the other doggo for now, because these can find lands in the event that we brick. I don't know what Book of Vile Darkness is. Oh, the Venka. No, that card's not constructed playable. Too many moving parts, champ. So the land draw is great, so we can Warhound before we make our land drop, fetch a plains. Then we can Environmental Sciences here, grab another land. Just want as much white as possible with the book. Have a single red. All my red cards cost like 5, so... Nicol Bolas Planeswalker, thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. What's the combo in this deck? Book of Exalted Deeds puts a counter on Faceless Haven that says we can't lose the game. It turns us into a Platinum Angel. That's cute. They're playing Maskwood Nexus with the party cards. Okay, so if we can not die this turn, we can do the thing next turn. I don't think blue-green can interact with our creature. Unsummon is legal, okay. Do you have unsummon or are you dead? Alright, I'd assume the game is over then. Come on, hit me. Hit me! Hit me! Glag, thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back. No blocks. I guess I could eat a 2-2. Nah, no blocks. I think we do no blocks on principle. It's the principle of the thing, chap. Hey, gain 3 life up to -11. I just turned on the stream to see Jeff yell hit me and I'm scared to move. The first rule about Fight Club, Gleg, is you don't talk about Fight Club. There are no more resources, the game is over. Yep, exactly that. We ain't need no stinking resources, chat. No blocks. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? What's going on, Cat Fox? Thanks for the follow. Bink bonk, bink bonk. This deck is excellent at limbo. Do 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 do. Beep beep do 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 do. It's not fair. They went negative just like you, but they exploded. I mean, yeah, we're a 2-card combo, chat, and we have 4 copies of Demonic Tutor for the combo. Like here, right? Like, we have the combo. We have a Faceless Haven, I have a Search for Glory. Oh, I should have played this, technically. Grab Environmental Sciences here. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a book counter on this, remove a book, add a mana, remove 3 book counters, draw a card. Okay. Legendary creature becomes a god, put a 1/1 counter on it. Sacrifice it, put an indestructible counter on target god. Why not get book there? Because getting the book now doesn't really do anything. I need 6 mana to combo. Sure. It's probably slightly better sequencing to search for the book on 3. It really doesn't matter, chat. This could make Faceless Haven indestructible. No, Hoots is always best of 3. We're playing the best of 1 queue because it's the only option to play this format, and playing regular, standard, or historic doesn't sound particularly appealing. Alright, please tap out, opponent. Bad! Thanks for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Good morning. Narrator, they did in fact tap out. Oh no, not 3 life. How will we ever win the game now? We played regular, standard, or historic. 99% of the new cards are unplayable. Yeah, we spent like 2 hours talking about new sweet cards. And had we only cared about other formats than this, it would have been like a 20-minute review, because most of the new cards are bad in regular, standard, and historic. We can choose to lose life that we don't. We can, yeah, because it's not pay life, it's lose life. So we're just going to constantly pay 3. Artifact removal before we untap, and creature removal in response to the counter disrupt our combo. Our opponents have not been playing those things, and we've been dumpstering them. I don't think Power Word Kill is a good removal spell in this format. Or at least I would be surprised if that's the case. Initial Doc, thanks for the follow. I think Flunk is probably the premium 2-mana removal spell at instant speed. Forgotten Glory, thanks for the 30 months. Welcome back. Well, to be fair, Covern, the cards being legal in paper really won't matter for anything other than draft, right? It is a little annoying from a muscle memory standpoint that What's going on, Rufio? It's good so far. The interface updates in the deck editor are nice. It would be nice to get the sideboard fixed a little bit still, but the plus and minuses in the interface there look really good. Joe Food, thanks for the Prime support. Welcome to the channel. It's looking like the opponent's gonna make us deck them, yeah. So again, unless our opponent has some card in their 75, they're 67 that lets them interact with Faceless Haven, this game is over. Forklift Professional. Thanks for keeping me around for an entire year. Welcome back. Theoretically, they could steal our combat with Tier Guard and draw the game. Is that true? Yeah, I guess that's true. It did, Danon. Thank you for the 35 months. Welcome back. They have one white mana here. And there's a chance that oh no, this was our planes. Okay. Yeah, so they can't activate it unless I don't discard planes. Sorry, I thought this was their planes. You're right, this was mine. Well, if I play the second book, chat, the other one sacrifices, and the legend rule sacrifices. The legend rule isn't a sacrifice. All right, well, we'll show that in a second. It's technically not a sacrifice. Is that true? It's a state-based. Yeah, I thought it's a state-based effect that causes a sacrifice. I know it's a state-based is the speed, chat. Huh. The more you know. Did it used to sacrifice, or am I completely misremembering? Bez! Thanks for the 18 months. Welcome back. Alright, well, buckle up, chat. Buckle up, settle in is a better term. We're going to be here for a minute while our opponent figures out they can't win the game. I could be right to mulligan this. It's close though. So, You do lose the game if you run out of clock, but the best of one queue doesn't have individual clocks, chat. Oh, thanks, opponent. I appreciate you ramping. Easy trade here. So, I think we just adult Gold Dragon and smash. Yeah, this could exile exile the book. That being said, we're in a really good spot to just win the fairway, right? Like, they're probably keeping this to interact with our combo. And we're gonna get to book here, gain 4, and then make an angel. And then Lorehold Command probably means we kill them in the air next turn. This will make a token and we'll get a thing. So we can kill them though, right? They're just dead. So they can tap the dragon, but we deal 3 and give each of these 1. We could combo them here, but we don't need to. So, people asking about Untapped. Apparently, today's Magic Arena update removed log files that occur while you are playing a match of Magic on Arena. Which, for those of you not familiar, that's how the extension operates, is reading data out of the log file. They're currently not sure if this was an intended change or it happened by mistake. It could have been an oversight. It could have also been intentional. So, yeah. Yeah. Binding of the Old Gods doesn't find Forest. That's awkward. That breaks every extension. Every extension for Magic Arena works by reading the log file while the game is played. So, I chat with one of the people at Untapped to give them feedback and stuff on their extension. I was just like, hey, when's the update gonna roll out for new card support? And they're like, well, the log file's gone currently. So, yeah. Skirt, thanks for the 25 months. Welcome back. Our opponent is learning, chat. For people that want deck lists, I'm not going to be manually uploading them mid-stream today because it just adds too much extra to my workflow. At the end of today's stream, every deck that we play will end up in its own video on my YouTube channel, and there will be an Arena importable format in the link. I'd always encourage Hallen's Razor. I would be surprised if the lack of a log file was intentional. It's probably an oversight. Yeah, that's perfect as a tough. Man, this is a chunky monkey. I'll start jump blocking here. I think we have to do this and grab the Faceless Haven, and then we hope to spike a land next turn that's untapped, so that way we can go Book of Exalted Deeds, cast Revitalize, make a token. Nah, I think Wish for those cards is too slow. Wish is pretty clunky because you need to do it all in the same turn. Yikes. Looks like we're gonna get run down here. Untapped white specifically, yeah. No. Okay, so we're not dead on board. And then next turn we could do this, make a token, and then we can maybe get set up for the following turn. I think, or are we going to be too close to dead? We'll chump here, we go to 1. I think we're just dead here, unfortunately. Super dead. The white aggro decks have looked really good today so far on the other side of the board. Definitely something I would want to be exploring if I was working on things for this format. Our deck looks really impressive and kind of oppressive when it works, but the aggro decks have been good at giving us the beatdown so far. And our combo is kind of slow and clunky at its core. So, I would be surprised if our deck is problematic in the format. I think our deck looks great when it works, but like we don't combo until turn 6. You can kill our creature land at instant speed, and you can kill our artifact the turn before as well. There's a number of pretty decent interaction points. Aggro is always easier to build when a format is new than interactive decks. You are correct. He technically play another 2-drop here. This start's really good for the opponent. Not gonna attack with this. The 2 points probably don't matter. I want to save this to be able to block here so they can't get in with it. It's a very fast dragon. Wow. Yeah. Huh. Are we dead yet? Getting close. The learn decks are mostly good because of best of one. I would not be surprised if a number of the learn cards are competitive, but what will, in best of 3, the difference for best of 3 is you won't have 7 learn cards in your sideboard. You'll have like 2 to 4 at most. What's the win con of the Dritz deck? Well, you attack with creatures, and your creatures reduce your opponent's life total to 0. Yeah, like for example, the 5/4 for 4 mana that learns when it comes into play with Trample. That card's probably very playable. Just like a 5/4 for 4 with Trample is like a decent rate monster. I have 4 lands guaranteed. I'm gonna take Introduction to Prophecy instead of the draw land. This card's also very good. Speaking of very good, who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Just the best boy, chat. Yeah, a number of the learn cards triggering Magecraft twice is also super relevant. Two 1/1 counters on a creature, it gains vigilance. Dragon just like races their whole board basically. Casual 8-point swing. I would be surprised if the dungeon mechanic is constructed playable even without Eldraine. Would maybe be worth exploring some stuff there, but a lot of the cards that incidentally adventure are pretty weak. There's no Rogue Refiner for adventurers. And like the Frost Tyrant dies here, and it leaves behind a thing. Oh, we drew another one. Sick. So now this is, casual 12-point swing. Yeah, there be dragons. Listen, this is humiliating for someone, but it's not for me. Opponent playing a little Mardu over here. Looks a little bit more like Mardon't, if you know what I mean. Listen, Chad, I have three children. I can make that joke. Yeah, right? I like that game. No combo lockout at all, remotely involved. Just like played decent cards on curve, got to attack, block a little bit. This game brought to you by the words flying, lifelink, and haste. Oh, yes, fine. Got a blocker, need a white source to do this. Never lucky. Okay. Tapped land here is why we revitalized before we played the land for the turn. Omnath is still banned. This format is a subset of standard. Hey, Cheetos. Thanks for the biddies. So I think with them holding mana up, I just attack for 1 and pass here. Omnath is the only card that's been banned from the last 4 standard sets. Good chance one of these is a counterspell. There's also a chance we're supposed to just play into it. Is Omnath still busted with rotation? Maybe? Oh, I missed a point here, technically. No, Corset is not legal in 22 standard. What's going on, Robert? Thanks for 39 months. I really hope this standard 22 queue just like blows the popularity of the regular queue out of the water, and maybe that would help Wizards realize they should rotate their formats more often. If I had a land, would I have gone for the lock? I don't know. I think I double block here to try and get a copy of a Deal 3 out of their hand. So now if we draw untapped land, we can go for the combo. Yikes! I think we're dead, chat. lot of damage. Another Time Walk is lethal. Yep, that'll do, pig. I'll give you a smiley face when I lost, Magic Arena. That's how happy your 22Q makes me. Let's play one more with this red-white deck, and we'll shift gears to our next one. Try and get a range of stuff in here today. It's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Okay, it's getting better. Black aggro today, maybe? We'll see. We're playing the Dritz deck as the second deck, and then the other 3 decks are just decks that I threw in there that we'll play at some point. I haven't decided which of those 3 we're doing as the deck after the green-white deck. Our opponent is also a cultured individual. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have any pets? I have 3 children. They are 7, 6, and 1. I'll take this hit here. Attack with these and see what they do. I'm gonna Helix their Professor and then make my things indestructible here. Pressuring their life total makes this card a little bit worse, so it's appealing. Animal crackers in my soup. Thanks for the quarter of here. I appreciate the prime. Oh, Retribution is still legal. I forgot this card existed. This card's kind of a baller. I think we're dead, fam. Yeah, flood it out a little bit, but like, this gets to murder this, this murders this. Yikes. Yeah, it'll do, pig. Bonus build is sweet. Definitely on a list of things I want to check out at some point. Coder Chris, welcome back. We played their deck, definitely at some point. Retribution was a card that was sweet and historic for a blink when we played it, so. I feel like this red-white deck was really successful. It kind of played out exactly how I wanted it to play out. We had games where we successfully locked people out by putting Book of the Exalted Deeds on the Faceless Haven. And then we also had a number of games where we just like played this fair game of Magic, sometimes even with Book without Haven, or we just like made 3/3 angels alongside the dragons in the air, or just like this evasive beatdown deck with a little bit of interaction from things like Lorehold Command and Professor of Symbology, alerting us into different things. So if you're looking for kind of a mid-range deck that has a lockout backup plan, this seems like it's very reasonable. Another thing to consider too is that in Standard, we don't have a ton of great dual lands, and one of the ways you could kind of make your mana more consistent is, you'll note we're only playing 12 red sources, but our red cards are at the top end of our curve, right? So the fact that we don't need red until turn 5 goes a long way towards making the mana a lot more consistent. Professor letting us fish up environmental sciences is also very relevant at multiple points.